Mosab Hassan Yousef was born in 1978 in Ramallah, West Bank. He's the oldest son of Sheikh Hassan Yousef, one of the founding leaders of Hamas in the West Bank. Growing up, he was deeply tied to the Palestinian nationalist struggle and was expected to follow in his father's footsteps inside Hamas. In the 1990s, he was arrested by Israel for his Hamas-related activities. While in prison, he saw the violence and corruption within Hamas and started turning against it. By 1997, Israel Shin recruited him as an informant. For over 10 years, he secretly provided information that disrupted Hamas operations, stopped suicide bombings, and reportedly saved both Israeli and Palestinian lives. While working undercover, he started looking into Christianity. In 2005, he converted from Islam to Christianity. That decision put his life in danger and cut him off from much of his family and community. In 2007, he moved to the U.S. and applied for political asylum. At first, U.S. authorities resisted because of his Hamas ties, but with backing from former Shin officials, he was granted asylum in 2010. In 2010, he published his memoir Son of Hamas, where he laid out his story, his work with Shin and his conversion to Christianity. Since then, he's spoken openly against Hamas, radical Islam, and authoritarian governments, while promoting Christianity and peace. Today, he lives in the U.S., often in California, though he keeps a low profile. He occasionally gives interviews, speeches, and appears in documentaries. He's especially known for his sharp criticism of Hamas and his defense of Israel's right to security, though he frames it around the need to protect civilians on both sides. In 2016, Yousef said Islam as a whole is comparable to Nazism and must be defeated. At a 2012 event, Yousef said Islam is not a religion of peace. Yousef tweeted, "If I have to choose between 1.6 billion Muslims and a cow, I will choose the cow." He has stated, "I have zero respect for any individual who identifies as a Muslim." In 2021, the Council on American Islamic Relations accused Yousef of being Islamophobic, citing several past statements. Amidst the Gaza war following the October 7 attacks of Israelis by Palestinians, Yousef said the cause of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict was not primarily driven by the occupation of the West Bank since 2000, or an argument over the distribution of land among peoples, but the Islamic, religious identity of Hamas. He said, "You cannot weaponize your Islamic, religious identity against a religious minority and expect to get away with it. I have to call them out." In March 2024, Indiana University Hillel invited Yousef to speak, provoking a backlash from student groups who accused Yousef of Islamophobia. The event was postponed. In April 2024, students supporting Israel hosted Yousef at Columbia University, amid allegations by opposing student groups that Yousef promoted Islamophobia. In May 2024, Yousef spoke at UCSD, where he said that Egypt should open up the Gaza-Egypt border so that the IDF could burn the city of Rafah. At the event, Yousef said he never advocated for killing Muslims. The speech was protested by students who accused Mosab Hassan Yousef of Islamophobia. The next day, Yousef tweeted a photo of a Muslim religious leader on campus with the sentence, "Can someone do me a favor and remove him from campus so the students can focus on their education?" An open letter signed by Christian and Muslim religious leaders claimed the tweet was a threat and incitement to violence, though no threats or violence occurred. Yousef admits that his views on Islam have caused him issues. He said, "Most people don't want to face the truth. When I touch the religious and ideological aspect of the conflict, which is fundamental, I cannot ignore it. When I say Islam is a problem, many Jewish organizations say, wait a moment, he will be considered an Islamophobe. That's not how we want to represent ourselves." List of the founders of Hamas. 1. Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, principal founder and spiritual leader. Killed, March 22, 2004. Israeli airstrike in Gaza. 2. Abdelaziz al-Rantisi, co-founder and political leader. Killed, April 17, 2004. Israeli airstrike in Gaza. 3. Mohammed Taha, senior Brotherhood member, part of the founding group. Died. November 2014. Natural causes in Gaza. No photo. 4. Mohammed Shama, early organizer and leader of the Hamas Shura Council. Died. June 10, 2011. Natural causes in Gaza. 5. Abdul Fattah Dukan, helped draft the first Hamas charter. Died. October 11, 2023. Natural causes in Gaza. Abdel Fattah Dukan. 6. Isa al-Nashar, co-founder of the Qassam Brigade's military wing. Died. June 13, 2024. Israeli airstrike in Gaza. No photo. 7. Salah Shaheed, co-founder of the Qassam Brigades. Killed. July 22, 2002. Israeli airstrike in Gaza. 8. Ismail Haniyeh, close aide to Yassin, later political chief. Alive. As of 2025. 9. Mahmoud al-Zahar, physician and early political leader. Alive. As of 2025. 10. Ibrahim al-Makadme, early ideologue and leadership council member. Killed. March 8, 2003. Israeli airstrike in Gaza. No photo. 11. Adnan al-Ghul, deputy military commander, weapons developer. Killed. October 21, 2004. Israeli airstrike in Gaza. No photo. This information is important to people for several reasons, and it matters differently depending on perspective. Here's a clear breakdown. 1. Understanding religious criticism and apostasy. People who leave a religion, especially Islam, often face social, political, or even legal consequences. Learning about ex-Muslims who speak out helps others understand the challenges of questioning religious orthodoxy. It highlights issues like freedom of belief, conscience, and human rights. 2. Insight into extremism and reform. Some individuals on these lists, like Mosab Hassan Yousef or Wafa Sultan, provide first-hand accounts of extremist organizations or violent interpretations of Islam. Their critiques can inform policymakers, academics, and the public about the roots of radicalization. It helps societies explore paths toward reform, moderation, and conflict resolution. 3. Historical and social context. Figures like Mirza Fatullah Kundaf or Turan Dursun show that critical thinking about religion is not new. It has historical significance. Understanding these critiques gives perspective on how religions evolve, how societies respond, and how dissent is treated. 4. Human rights and gender issues. Many ex-Muslims, especially women like Sabatina James or Rana Ahmad, speak out about human rights abuses tied to religious law. Their experiences shed light on issues like forced marriage, gender inequality, and religious oppression. This information can influence international human rights advocacy and social policy. 5. Personal empowerment and community. For individuals questioning their faith, seeing others who have left Islam and voiced criticism can be empowering. Organizations like Ex-Muslims of North America provide support and a sense of community for those navigating similar experiences. 6. Global politics and security. Critics of extremist ideologies, like Mosab Hassan Yousef, provide intelligence, testimony, or insight that can be relevant for counterterrorism and international relations. Understanding these perspectives can influence how governments, media, and societies engage with conflicts involving religious extremism. This all matters because it intersects with religion, human rights, politics, gender equality, security, and social change. It helps people understand others' experiences and engages in critical dialogue so they can make well-informed decisions about what they believe on the matters of faith and society. Please take the time to like, share, and follow as it truly is a huge help for the channel. God bless America.